Struggle with us. You ever lost someone important and couldn't get them back? Huh? Yeah. With us.
Yeah, I feel like I need a drink.
Go, do what you gotta do. Seriously.
Can you give me that bottle of Prosecco? Like, seriously.
Where she put it?
To help in a freezer. Instead of these help.
Is your mic on? This bus. Okay.
What they all know me by? Everyone knows me as Kitty. So I moved back to DC in the summer of I was 12. So that had to have been the summer of 92. So I didn't meet Sirron right away. It was maybe like a year of me being back in the DC area that we crossed paths because we all ran in the same circle around 4th Street, Edgewood, Franklin Commons, all that good stuff. We never went to the same school. Sirron went to, I want to say Langley and McKinley Tech. When I moved back here from Richmond, I should have been zoned for Langley, but when I went up to that school and saw the kids hanging out the window, I say, nah, this ain't for me. So I ended up at Lincoln for middle school up 14th Street. Sirron was always headstrong, passionate about what she felt and her thoughts, and very vocal. She was quiet in her own way, but she was definitely loud as well. And not loud and like, oh my gosh, you gonna hear me, you gonna see me, but just in her presence alone. Like we knew, oh, Sirron here. So That's okay. So I ended up at Lincoln for middle school up 14th Street, and then I went to Coolidge. Hi, I'm Rayvn. Do I have to say my last name? If you don't want to. Okay, I'm Rayvn. So I met Sirron through her brother, Ronnie. So I met Sirron, and then Sirron entered junior high school. We went to the same junior high school, which was Shaw Junior High. I'm like, okay, it's my homeboy's sister. Hey, girl. And ever since then, we became good friends. As a child, I would describe her as a mature child, actually. She's very mature. She's the same way she is now, and honestly, as a child. So, quiet, mature. She knew what she wanted. Yeah, cool person.
Zachary Wages Jr, Sirron Wages' husband. Initially met. It was a long time ago at her school, say 1997, something like that. 97, maybe 98. No dating or nothing, just friends. And then my dad lived in her, my aunt lived in her building.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family, her mom knew my family. Her dad knew my family. Her brother, me and him had a lot of mutual. They were like, real close. And I know she used to work a lot because I'd pick her up from work and stuff like that once in a while whenever I was. Me and her brother, we like smoked together back then. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like like that. What you call like some guys like overprotective of their sister. But I guess maybe you would let your guard down with certain people when they seem like they don't got like malicious acts with them, or you know what I'm saying? So he was always cool with me. My dad still lived there up until by that time. I think my dad took her to the hospital when she was going in labor. She had the kid. Yeah, she had the kids before my dad went on the run. But I was talking to her before then, just hanging out with her. Like we'd go out to eat. Maybe go. I don't know, go to movies or something back then. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff. Mainly just go out to eat, hang out. And one of her cousins, they was really dating one of my cousins. So they was really hanging out. So she'd be with them. But they met through me and her. She was quiet, kind of like. more quiet, chill, more reserved. She did work a lot. Cause she had school and work. But she was a kid, basically. So, you know, when you in high school back then, you had a handful of kids that will have jobs. Nah, it wasn't nothing excessive. It was just like, you know, when you in high school, it ain't everybody don't have a job. It's only a handful of girls or boys. It wasn't like she working to take care of family. You just working just to get nice clothes back then. You know what I'm saying? Or so you don't gotta beg your parents. Or some people parents ain't giving them shit anyway. So they some people just had their own sense of like independence. But they just ain't want to ask their peoples for nothing. Even if it ain't exactly the same thing, just nice. You know, back then, you come in that jump, they gonna jump on you. Like in the 80s, they'll fuck with you. Cause I mean, excuse my language, but they'll mess with you about you know having bull. You know, even the older people will pick on you coming from school. 5th grade. It was dude in my school. That nigga was in 5th grade. He was come to school with a bankroll. I was in 3rd grade, still fucking stealing out the store. You know, I was in my first year out of school when I met her. Yeah, I was going with a friend to her school and met her. Yeah, so it kind of, I mean, but it ain't really show a side of strength, but that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It just showed me like different type of character. Like some women where they in that same position and they move different.
Hindsight, looking back, I see that it was. But as a child myself, like because
you're a child too.
Yeah, I'm a child myself, so it didn't seem like it at the time. But as where we are in life now, and knowing her to the levels that I know now, because it's still so much that I'm learning about her now at our big age. It's like, I had no idea. But again, like we've had conversations recently in our adulthood, and I'm like, you never shared that. Like I didn't know. And she was like, yeah. But I'm like, she would come outside, and it's just like always a good time, always positive. Because for me, I felt like having to deal with some of the things she shared with me that she dealt with as a child, I probably wouldn't have shown up in a version of myself that she was able to show up as. I know I couldn't have.
And I felt obligated to look out for her because that was my buddy's sister. She respected herself. Yeah. And she took pride in respecting herself.
We stayed in touch, and our children played together. Literally every day, she would come to my mom's house. Like we were inseparable. Okay. Yeah, I traded Ronnie for her.
Okay, that's fine.
They were very close. Yeah, she was just like a mom to him, even though she was the little sister. But she was like a mom, she's a supportive one in the family. She just supports everyone. I was notified from Sirron.
Okay.
Sirron is the one that notified me. I didn't know like other people knew. I just couldn't believe it. Like, what? And I felt bad because I wasn't even speaking to him at the moment. I was upset with him. Yeah. So it kind of, it really hit me just a different way because I wasn't talking to him at the time. I literally saw him some weeks ago walking. I think he was going to his home, and I rode past him. I'm like, look at him. I'll call him another time. And there was another time. I remember crying because I literally spent so much time with him before I even met her. It's like every day he would come to my house. We would talk for hours. I mean, into the late night hours.
When my grandmother was going through it, I don't think I truly felt it. I don't think till this day I felt it. Also with my uncle, I I don't think it hasn't hit me.